Hey, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Michelle Mickey Jones coming to you this afternoon, and I wanted to take a few minutes to just talk to you about expressional writing. And I had a question for you, and that question is very simple. Do you have a hard time expressing your feelings? I know. If I was to tell you that there used to be a time where I kept everything in and kept everything hidden, and what they said was I kept my feelings, I didn't have my feelings on my sleeve or anything of that nature, then it would be, I would understand. I really would. I would definitely understand how it can be very difficult to express yourself. But what I do in my company is I give you a questionnaire to help you to just pick out words that relate to what you're feeling at that particular time. So say you wanted to write a thank you card, but you're not a very expressional person. What I would do is I would work with you to find out what emotion is related to that particular person that you're trying to thank and what event you're trying to thank them for. And then I would help you to navigate through those feelings. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not. It's a very fun process, actually. So we sit down and we play like word games. We literally play word games so that we can find out what words work best with your character. And that's the important thing when we talk about being expressive in our feelings, because not everybody feels the same way, so not everybody speaks the same way. So if not everybody speaks the same way and not everybody talks the same way, then their words have to match what their personality is. So it's not a point of wearing your feelings on your sleeve or anything of that nature. It's just getting them out. Hey, Sabra, thank you for watching. Thank you, Nana, for watching. That's my mom. And my daughter popped in too. Thank you, Kiana, for watching. But what I'm talking about is being expressive in your feelings and getting those feelings onto paper. So the important part about that is the process in itself, where you actually take the time to think of things that are you. When it comes to writing, you don't deviate from your character. If you are a loud and thank you, Miss Ann, for watching. If you are a loud and boisterous person, then you use loud and boisterous words. If you're a very soft and congealed person, quiet, you use quiet words, but they have powerful meanings. So we go through a process here at Michelle's Visual Imaginations where we just take what you do and how you feel and we bring that into paper. And we don't put it into any structure to begin with, because we're just really trying to help you work through your feelings. Because the whole point is that whatever we produce for you, whether it be poetry, whether it be a song, lyrics, or whether it just be a sentiment in a card, it has to be relative to you and your character. And I've said that several times because that's very important. It has to be you. When your person reads it, your mother, your father, your child, your loved one, when they read it, it has to reflect and it has to be so much so worded that they know that it's you. And they will be so inundated with joy that it's like, oh my gosh, you actually wrote this. So that's what we do here at Michelle's Visual Imaginations. We take it to a point where we just work with you through the process of expressing your feelings. So we're not going to tell you to toughen up and do all of that and to hide your feelings. We actually want you to get them out. So when it comes to being expressive and when it comes to getting your feelings out, what we do is we give you a list. Well, we don't give you a list. You give us a list of words. We give you a topic and you write the words that you feel relate to that topic. Those are the words that we use to write your sentiment for you. No, it's not easy. No, it's not, time consuming, but it is a very healing process as well, because you get to express yourself the way that you need to express yourself in the character that you need to express your character in. So what you need to do is to contact me. You can contact me here on Facebook, or you can contact me by putting something inside of this video, and I will get with you and I will work with you to get, hey Miss Tyranny, how are you today? I will get with you and work with you to figure out your feelings, because before we can actually give off our expressions of love or condolence or joy or congratulations, we have to process those feelings, and that process is a process. So at Michelle's Visual Imaginations, I, Mickey Michelle Jones, will help you to get your words from your heart, from your mind, and to put them on paper. Now you're probably saying, well, what qualifies me to do such a thing? Well, let me give you a little bit about my history. One, personally, I have been writing since I was 13 years old. And when I say writing, I mean literature, short stories, poetry, so forth and so on. And throughout that process, as I grew older, I've also taken creative writing classes. So I've been certified as a creative writer, not just in poetry though, which is my niche, but also in short story publishing and literary. Another thing that qualifies me is that I have taken my public speaking classes. And one thing that we learn in public speaking is the fact that people have quirks. People have little things that they do to get them unnervous. Yes, that's a word, even if I just created it. So those little things that we do, those techniques that we have to learn to help people to get past those stumbling blocks. Again, we've been told for so long not to wear our feelings on our sleeves. We've been told for so long not to be expressive in our feelings. We've been told for so long that women are extremely emotional and men should never tell what they really feel. All myths, all conformity, all not true. We need to be expressive, and that's what we're here for. We're helping you to be expressive in your own particular way. I don't tell you anything that you need to feel is right or wrong. Even if you're actually writing an angry note, I'll probably tone it down, and once you get all the anger out, we'll tone it down so that, it'll be right and you don't offend anybody. But if you're writing an angry note, I'll write you an angry note as well. I'll write you a love note. I ain't writing you no hate note, because hate is a very strong word, but I'll write you an angry note if you choose to. But what we do here is we help you to answer the question of, how hard is it for you to be expressive in your feelings? And we want you to understand that it's not very hard at all. So, again, this is Michelle Mickey Jones coming to you this afternoon to discuss with you on expressional writing and to answer the question of, do you have a hard time expressing your feelings? Because we want to help you make that time a little more easier. Thank you. Have a nice night.